Welcome to Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia and a top destination in Spain, known for Gaudi's architecture, the medieval Gothic Quarter, a world-class food scene and Mediterranean beaches. The cruise port lies close to the city center, with most attractions and neighborhood just a short ride or walk away. I visited Barcelona on a Western Med cruise and had the opportunity to spend 2 days in the city before embarkation. In this video, I'll guide you through practical tips on where to stay, how to reach the port, what to see and do, and how to get around the city. Barcelona is one of the busiest cruise ports in Europe, with a well-developed cruise infrastructure and a location just minutes from the city center. Most terminals are either a short drive or walk from major attractions, which makes it easy to explore the city before or after your cruise. There are two main docking areas. Smaller ships usually dock at the World Trade Center terminals, located right next to the city center, just a 10-minute walk from La Rambla, the city's main street. Larger cruise ships dock at Moll Adossat, which sits about 3 kilometers from La Rambla and connects to the city via the Porta d'Europa bridge. The World Trade Center terminals are part of a waterfront complex that includes cafes, shops, and public transport links. From there, it's about a 10-minute walk to the Columbus Monument and the start of La Rambla. Facilities at the terminals are basic and include a small tourist desk, exchange office, souvenir shops, and accessibility features. Larger cruise ships dock at the Moll Adossat terminals, located about 3 kilometers from La Rambla. These terminals are not really walkable from the city center, but the dedicated cruise shuttle bus connects them with the World Trade Center area. The ride takes around 10 minutes and the buses run frequently. A one-way ticket costs €3 and you can buy it on board the bus. The shuttle is the easiest way to reach the Moll Adossat terminals if you're coming from the city on your own. Taxis are another option and are especially convenient if you're traveling with luggage or in a group, as the cost can be shared. Moll Adossat includes 4 cruise terminals, A, B, C, and D, also known as Palacruceros. This is where most large cruise ships dock, and the terminals are equipped with all modern facilities for both embarkation and disembarkation. If your cruise starts from Barcelona, I highly recommend arriving at least 1 day earlier, ideally 2. The city has so much to offer, and having some extra time gives you a chance to explore without stress and adjust before embarkation day. If you're deciding where to stay before your cruise, Plaça de Catalunya and the Gothic Quarter are the 2 areas I recommend the most. I stayed in a small city hotel right across La Boqueria market on La Rambla, and on embarkation day, I literally walked to the World Trade Center terminal with my luggage. Plaça de Catalunya, the main city square, is perfectly connected to the airport and the rest of the city by metro, and you'll find plenty of hotel options nearby for every budget. I've put together a full article on my blog adventurebegins.com based on both research and personal experience. You can check it out for more details on where to stay in Barcelona before your cruise. If you're coming straight from Barcelona El Prat International Airport, and especially if you're traveling in a group, a taxi is the best option. The ride to the cruise port takes around 20 minutes, and taxis operate with fixed airport rates. Alternatively, the Aerobus is a reliable shuttle that connects the airport with Plaça de Catalunya and a few other stops in the city. There are 2 lines, A1 for Terminal 1 and A2 for Terminal 2, both running every few minutes throughout the day. The ride takes around 30 minutes, and the one-way ticket costs €7.45. Tickets are available online, at vending machines, or directly from the driver. Once you're at Plaça de Catalunya, the quickest way to reach the World Trade Center terminal is by metro. Take the green line L3 and ride 1 stop to Drassanes, which is just off La Rambla and the closest metro station to the cruise port. Barcelona has an efficient and easy-to-use public transport system, and getting around the city is usually easiest by metro. I used both the metro and bus during my stay, and everything was well connected and reliable. If you plan to use public transport often, consider getting the Hola Barcelona travel card. It offers unlimited rides on metro, buses, trams, and trains for a set number of days, which is a great deal if you'll be moving around a lot. A single ticket costs €2.65, so the Hola card quickly pays off if you need to switch lines or take multiple rides in a day. You can buy the card online or at tourist information kiosks found in places like Plaça de Catalunya, Plaça d'Espanya, and other major spots around the city. Another great option for sightseeing is the hop-on-hop of bus, which stops at all major attractions. You can catch it in Plaça de Catalunya or near the World Trade Center terminal. In the video description, I'll include links to all relevant websites, including Aerobus, the Metro map, and the Hola Barcelona card, so you can plan everything in advance. And now, before we dive into what to see and do in Barcelona, a quick mention. If you're planning a Mediterranean cruise, make sure to check out my Mediterranean Cruise Port Guide ebook. It covers 45 cruise ports across the region, with detailed info on each port, how to get around, and my top recommendations for what to do in each stop. You'll find the link in the video description, along with all other useful resources. Barcelona is full of incredible sights, but even with just a short stay, you can see quite a lot. If you only have one day, I recommend focusing on the areas around La Rambla, the Gothic Quarter, Sagrada Familia, and Plaça de Catalunya, all easy to reach from the port and connected by either a short walk or a quick metro ride. Whether you're in Barcelona for just one day or staying a bit longer, here are some of the top things to see and do during your visit. Number 1. Sagrada Familia. Even if you only have one day, this iconic basilica is a must. Designed by Antoni Gaudí, it's one of the most visited landmarks in Spain and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Construction began in 1882 and is expected to be completed by 2026. The interior is just as impressive as the outside, with colorful stained glass, soaring columns, and detailed symbolism throughout. The best photo spot is across the street at Plaça de Gaudí, a small park with benches, cafes, and souvenir stands. From Moll Adossat cruise terminals, it's a 20 to 25-minute taxi ride. By metro, take L3 from Drassanes, switch to lines L2 or L5, and get off at Sagrada Familia. It gets very busy, so booking tickets online is essential. Guided tours are available, and some include access to the towers for panoramic city views. You can find links to tours and skip the line tickets in the video description. Number 2. La Rambla. La Rambla is one of the most famous streets in Barcelona and the perfect starting point for cruise passengers. La Rambla is a lively three-lined boulevard that runs from Plaça de Catalunya to the Columbus Monument at Park Güell, close to the World Trade Center terminal and cruise shuttle drop-off point. It's about 1.2 kilometers long, filled with cafes, souvenir stalls, street performers, and a mix of locals and tourists. Along the way, you'll spot iconic buildings like Park Güell, Liceu Theatre, and La Boqueria Market, which is a must-visit for food lovers. If you're coming from the Moll Adossat terminals, take the cruise shuttle, which drops you off a 5-minute walk from the Columbus Monument. If your ship docks at the World Trade Center, you can walk to La Rambla in about 10 minutes. The area is always busy, so keep an eye on your belongings. Pickpockets are common here. Number 3. La Boqueria Market. About halfway down La Rambla, you'll come across La Boqueria, one of the most iconic and colorful markets in the city. Inside, it's a feast for the senses. Rows of fresh seafood, fruit, local meats and cheeses, juices, sweets, and street food stalls. It's a great place to grab a snack, try local flavors, or just wander through the lively atmosphere. Even if you're not hungry, it's worth a quick stop while exploring the area. Number 4. The Gothic Quarter. Just a few steps off La Rambla, you'll enter the Gothic Quarter, one of the oldest and most atmospheric areas in Barcelona. Tucked behind La Rambla and close to Plaça de Catalunya, the Gothic Quarter is a maze of narrow streets, quiet courtyards, and centuries-old buildings. Most of the area is pedestrian only, which makes it perfect for exploring on foot or by bike. At the heart of the neighborhood is the Barcelona Cathedral, a 14th century Gothic church dedicated to Saint Eulalia, one of Barcelona's patron saints. There are several ticket options, but I went with the €16 ticket, which includes access to the rooftop, cloister, choir and the crypt, where the remains of Saint Eulalia are kept. Inside, you'll find beautiful stonework, colorful stained glass and a peaceful cloister filled with white geese. I did the rooftop visit during my stay, and the views over the city and even the port were absolutely worth it. Tickets can be bought directly on site with no need to book in advance for this option. The cathedral stands on Pla de la Seu, a lively square with cafes and shops, and it connects to Plaça de Catalunya via the pedestrian street Portal del Ángel. As you wander through the quarter, look out for Plaça del Rei, Pont del Bisbe, Plaça Sant Jaume, and parts of the old Roman Wall. For something less touristy, Santa Maria del Mar is a stunning Gothic church worth a quick stop. And just off La Rambla, Plaça Reial is a great spot to sit down for tapas or a drink. Number 5. Plaça de Catalunya. Often called the heart of the city, Plaça de Catalunya sits at the top of La Rambla, just a 10-minute walk from the Gothic Quarter. It's one of the busiest squares in Barcelona, where major streets like Passeig de Gràcia begin, the same avenue where you'll find Casa, Batlló and La Pedrera, two other Gaudi's landmarks. The square is surrounded by shops, cafes, hotels and plenty of space to sit and people watch. One of its most iconic sights? The flocks of pigeons around the central fountain, a popular photo spot for visitors. Shops are everywhere here, from international brands to local boutiques, and you'll also find El Corte Inglés, one of Spain's largest department stores right on the square. It's also a major transport hub. The Aerobus from the airport stops here, and most metro and bus lines pass through the square. You can also hop on the hop-on-hop of sightseeing bus right from here. From the cruise port, it's about a 15-minute taxi ride, but if you're already on La Rambla, you can just walk straight up. The square is right at the end. You can also take the metro from Catalunya to Drassanes. It's just one stop on line L3. From there, it's a short walk to the World Trade Center cruise terminal. Number 6. Park Güell. Perched on Carmel Hill, Park Güell is one of the most iconic landmarks in Barcelona and a must if you enjoy Gaudi's architecture and panoramic views of the city. Originally planned as a private estate, the park was designed by Gaudi between 1900 and 1914. Today, it's a public space and the UNESCO World Heritage Site, filled with colorful mosaic benches, fairy tale-like buildings, gardens, and the Gaudi House Museum, where the architect once lived. To get there, I took bus 24 from Plaça de Catalunya in the direction of El Carmel. It's the easiest and most direct route, with the ride taking about 45 minutes. The park is also accessible by metro. Take line 3 to Lesseps and then walk 20 minutes uphill. By taxi, the park is about 35 minutes from the cruise port depending on traffic. Park Güell is extremely popular and booking your ticket in advance is a must. Number 7. Casa Batlló and Passeig de Gràcia. From Park Güell, you can head back toward the city center and explore one of Barcelona's most elegant streets, Passeig de Gràcia. This wide, tree-lined boulevard is not only known for its architecture, but also is one of the city's main shopping zones, home to high-end brands like Gucci, Chanel, Dior, and Louis Vuitton, as well as local designer boutiques and stylish cafes. Right along this avenue stands Casa Batlló, one of Gaudi's most iconic works. With its colorful mosaic facade, curved balconies, and dragon-like rooftop, the building looks like something out of a fairy tale. Originally a private home, it was redesigned by Gaudi in 1904 and now serves as a museum. The inside is just as fascinating as the outside, and if you're into design or architecture, it's worth stepping in. Booking in advance is recommended, especially during the busy season. Number 8. La Pedrera. Just a short walk further up Passeig de Gràcia, you'll find Casa Milà, better known as La Pedrera, another one of Gaudi's masterpieces. Its undulating stone facade and surreal rooftop chimneys make it one of the most photographed buildings in Barcelona. You can visit the interior and rooftop with a timed ticket, or simply admire the architecture from the outside as you stroll along the boulevard. If you're looking for a bite to eat in this area, I highly recommend the small paelleria tapas bar I found right next to La Pedrera. It had excellent tapas and is well known for its delicious paellas, perfect for a quick but authentic local meal. Number 9. Montjuïc Hill and Castle. Right across from the cruise port, Montjuïc Hill offers some of the best panoramic views of Barcelona, both the city and the sea. The easiest ways to get up there are by taxi, hop-on-hop of bus, or the Montjuïc funicular, which is part of the public transport system. You can take the funicular from Parallel metro station near La Rambla, and it drops you off inside Montjuïc Park. From there, you can book a ride on the Telefèric de Montjuïc, a scenic cable car that takes you up the Montjuïc Castle, a historic fortress offering spectacular views over the port and coastline. The cable car costs 17 euros for adults, and the castle requires a separate entry ticket. Just a 5-minute walk from the castle, Mirador del Alcalde offers stunning views of the port and the sea. Within Montjuïc Park, located at the base of the cable car, you'll find the National Art Museum of Catalonia, landscaped gardens, fountains, and great city views. The area also includes the Olympic Stadium and the Poble Sec neighborhood. It's a relaxing place to explore if you have a few extra hours before or after your cruise. Number 10. Barceloneta Beach. If you're craving some sun and sea, Barceloneta Beach is the closest beach to the cruise port and a great place to unwind for a few hours. This lively stretch of sand is popular with both locals and tourists, offering views of the harbor and a relaxed urban vibe. The beach has everything you need: chairs and umbrella rentals, showers, cafes and bars. From the World Trade Center terminals, it's less than 10 minutes by taxi or about 30 minutes on foot. You can also take bus 59 from La Rambla, which drops you near the beachfront in around 15 minutes. Barcelona has so much to offer, even if you're just here for a day or two. Most of the main sites are easy to reach from the cruise port, whether you're into architecture, beaches, food, or just exploring the streets. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check the video description for helpful links, my full Barcelona Port guide and cruise tips.